Welcome back to Gardening at McCluckin. I'm Kim, and this is my channel. If you're new here, thank you for joining us. If you're a returning visitor, welcome again. So, if you're in my January haul, Azure haul video, where I got 50 pounds of potatoes, 50 pounds of carrots, and then 40 pounds of onions, well, this is what I've done with it so far. I have a case of pint jars here that are herb carrots, and I've got 6 more up here. This is what they look like. Oh, you almost fell over. This is what they look like. I've got 6 up here, 12 down here, and I'm still not done with all of them. I've got... Well, this is one that I canned yesterday from my friend Traci because she gave me some Brussels sprouts and spiced cabbage. So I'm returning her jars to her full of herb potatoes and also a honey ginger carrot, which is, she'll be happy about that. Let's see. Over here, I've got 4 more jars of the herb carrots. You can see all the little herbs and stuff in there. Doesn't that look good? And I've got, yesterday I canned 15 quart-sized jars of potatoes, herb potatoes. Unfortunately, one of them broke, so that I have 14 of those. And I have been freezing potatoes. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 potatoes. They're actually like 3/4 of a quart in each one. That's 8 potatoes. And I've got carrots here too. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bags of frozen carrots. Go ahead and put them all away. Gotta put those back in my freezer. And I also dehydrated some too. This is what it looks like when you dehydrate potatoes. This is a half-gallon jar of dehydrated potatoes. And I've got 7 trays. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've got 8 trays in my dehydrator. Don't have anything on them, but I did a full 8 trays of carrot slices. And yeah, they shrink up really, really tiny. See? So I don't know if I'll be dehydrating any more carrots, but these are always good just to have around. And yes, I did condition. I still have 20 more pounds of carrots in my refrigerator that I'm going to go through on Saturday. Today is going to be a class day for me, so I'm going to be reviewing all the material that I've already read, be doing poll questions, and I'll be writing out my answers for the breakout rooms for the program. So that's what today is going to be. Tomorrow I'm going to be having to go down the hill tomorrow for an appointment tomorrow afternoon, so I can't take my usual Friday class. It'll have to be Thursday this week. And then on Saturday, I'm just going to go ahead and peel, slice, blanch, and freeze the rest of my carrots. I did give 5 pounds of potatoes and 5 pounds of carrots to my daughter when she was up here on Saturday. She and her husband and their baby came up here on Saturday. So that was nice. And then I'm going to take my son 5 pounds of carrots when I go down the hill tomorrow to go see him. But that's what I've been doing with my Azure haul. I've been real busy, as you can tell. I was canning yesterday, so that's why my canner is still out here. I still have about 36 pounds of onions I still need to slice, dice, and freeze. So that's something else for this Saturday and probably tomorrow morning. So that's where I'm at with my Azure haul. As you can tell, I've been really, really busy. Now, to freeze potatoes like this, you want to wash them, peel them, dice them up, or cut them in wedges, or however you want to store them. I chose to do this. That way I can put bell peppers and onions with them and just fry them up in my air fryer for breakfast. But that's how I did that. But what I did is I washed them, I peeled them, I diced them up, then I washed them again real well, rinsed off all the dirt and grime that gets in there, and then I blanched them for about 3 minutes, put them in an ice bath for about 3 minutes, took them out, laid them out on a cookie sheet that was lined with parchment paper, and basically dried them off before I put them out there in my freezer. After 24 hours, I brought them back in and put them in Ziploc bags. And of course, they're labeled with potatoes in 126 because I did them in January of this year. So that's what I've done with them so far. Now with my onions, I'm just going to cut them in wedges, half of them in wedges, and then freeze them. And then the other half, I'm going to dice them up and freeze them. That way I can just take out a Ziploc bag from my freezer, of course, freezer bags, of course, and then use them as needed. Thaw them out and use them as needed. And I've also made a blooming onion with one of my, excuse me. Oh my goodness, bless me. But that's what I've been doing with my onions. The blooming onion turned out really well. I did it in my air fryer. I did not have any oil to spray on it. What I did is that I dipped it in some egg mixed with a little bit of water. And then I dipped it in a flour mixture that I added, seasonings to it. And then first of all, I cut it in wedges. Kept it. Let me go get one and show you. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What you want to do is that you want to peel it, but you want to keep the root end down here intact. After you peel it, you want to cut off the top of it too, and then peel it, and then cut it in wedges, not all the way through to the root end, because you want it to stay intact. And after you cut it in wedges, I cut mine in like maybe a 2-inch wedge all around it. And then, like I said, you don't want to cut through to the end. And then you want to hold it by the end, spread it out a little bit, dip it down in your egg mixture, let that drain off a little bit, and then put it in your flour mixture, and make sure the flour and the egg gets in all those little crevices of your onion. And then what you want to do is that you want to take that, and then I did it twice because I wanted to make sure I had enough flour in there, and then dip it back in the egg mixture to hold it all in place. And then I dipped mine back in flour again. And then what I did was that I melted some butter, and then I cooked it it says, the recipe I had said that you have to heat up your air fryer for 10 minutes to get it nice and hot. Then you put your onion in there, being very careful. And then I cooked it for like maybe 5 minutes. And then I took my melted butter and a pastry brush, went in there and brushed all the onion pieces. And then I started it up again for another 15 minutes. It's got to cook for a total of 20 minutes total. But that's how I did it. And it turned out really good. I really enjoyed it. So that's how you make a bloomin' onion. I might try to see if I can make something like that and then not cook it, but freeze it. That what all I have to do is just put it in my air fryer and let it heat up that way and cook that way and see how that goes. If I decide to do that, I'll get back to you and let you know how that goes. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. If you like this video content about my Azure haul and what I've done with it, please leave me a like, a comment, and share this video with your friends and your family. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Every little bit helps, okay? Thanks a lot. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. Happy gardening.